Hey guys, it's Whitney from Thanks for the Food, and I just wanted to show you or give a quick overview of all of the chilies, like these wonderful chipotles here, that I have to have and I have to keep in my cupboard, and show you also some of the other kind of chili related items that I keep in my cupboard. But let's get started. So the first chili that I always keep on hand, these are just small red chilies. I think these are from Thailand or from somewhere in Asia. I buy these at the Asian grocery store. Sorry, let me just get myself so you guys can see. I buy these at the Asian grocery store in a, I think it's a 100-gram bag for 14 or 15 kroners. And the thing I love about these is that they give a lot of spice. And I actually use these to make chili oil with, so I put these in a dark jar with sunflower oil and just let that sit in my cupboard, and it makes a really nice chili oil. But the thing I love about these is that they're small, but they're big enough to kind of handle. If you don't like spice, the best thing to do with these is basically just to rip it open like I did, dump all the seeds out, and then take this membrane, and let me just get the membrane to where you can see it, but just take this membrane here out. And this thing in my hand, this is actually where all the spice comes from in chilies. This and the seeds. The skins, not so much, but the membrane and the seeds give a lot of spice. So if you don't like spice, you can take those out and then still use just the skins in chili oil or in soups and stews and breads and, all kinds of dishes. The other kind of chili that I like spice a lot, by the way, so I tend to kind of always use these. The other type of chili that I always keep in my cupboard is, in Arizona we call these California chilies, but in California they call these chili anchos. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but we'll just call them California chilies because that's how I know them. And the thing I like about these is, one, I just love how the skin is, because the skin, of course, these are dried, but it's very kind of malleable, so it just kind of moves around. And a lot of the other chilies, they don't kind of do that. When you start moving them around, they just kind of start cracking. So one, I just like the way that these feel in my hand. But the other thing I love about these is they give they're completely unspicy, but they have this very unique flavor, and it's kind of earthy, but kind of sweet. Not sweet like honey sweet or like sugar sweet, but they've just got this very mild, they give just a very nice undertone flavor to chili con carne, or just chili as we call it in the US. They usually, when you buy them dried, you buy them in bags like this. I bought this in the US. I bought this in New York, in Brooklyn last year, and I think this entire bag of 141 grams or 5 ounces for those of you in the US. This bag, I think, cost me $1.50 at a grocery store in Brooklyn, so I bought a couple of those bags back with me. But I usually use these to make enchilada sauce with. Also, sometimes if I'm making chili con carne, I'll throw one in, or if I'm making a tomato-based stew with meat and beans, I'll just kind of throw this in as well. The other kind of chili that I always keep on hand are what are called Chipotle Peppers. And these, if you haven't tried these, either dried or in the can, in cooking, even just kind of in chilies or in Mexican cooking, or if you haven't tried these, you need to kind of find out where you can get your hands on some of these. I prefer the dried ones, but like I said, you can also get them in the cans, and they're in kind of a bit of a sauce. But I love these because I love these. They are actually jalapenos that have been smoked and then dried. So they have a very strong smoky flavor. These are also very, very spicy. So again, if you don't like spice, or I wouldn't say they're very, very spicy. They're less spicy than these, but they are much more spicy than the other two that I have here. But if you try these and you don't like spice, just try a little bit. Or, open them up and take the seeds and the membranes out after you've kind of reconstituted these in warm water. The last type of chili that I always keep on hand are these, and I don't think many people in Europe and many people outside of the southwestern part of the U.S. know what these are. These are called New Mexico hatch chilies, and these are a special variety of chili that is only grown in the U.S. state of New Mexico, and they're only grown in this area called, the area around this town called Hatch Sorry, I'm tripping over my words a little bit. But they are grown in this area of New Mexico called Hatch, and these make the best enchilada sauce. You can, again, use these in soups and stews and chilies. You can use them anywhere you would maybe use these California chilies at. You can also use them just to kind of give a bit of depth to any kind of tomato-based sauce or soup or stew or anything like that. So those are the 4 varieties of chilies that I always keep on hand. The next thing I want to show is these aren't chilies, but they kind of have a similar use in a lot of ways. I buy smoked Spanish paprika powder, and if you haven't heard of these, it's also called La Vera paprika. If you haven't heard of this or you haven't bought it, this is the hot variety, so it's a little bit more spicy. This is what they call sweet, so it's less spicy. It's not actually sweet, it's just not spicy. And make sure if you buy this, that it has this label on the back. That means that it comes from the region in Spain where this type of paprika is actually prepared. But these are basically paprikas, or I guess in the US we would call these peppers, that have been basically smoked and then dried. And these give a wonderful smoky flavor to your cooking as well. So these kind of give you like that smoky, these two give you that smoky feel and that smoky flair to soups and stews and stuff like that. This is also, I make my own taco seasoning mix, and this is what I use instead of normal paprika, just because I like that kind of smoky taste. I also mix this in with Greek yogurt or strained yogurt. With kind of a thicker yogurt, I'd mix this in and use it as kind of a spread on sandwiches, but I also use it instead of sour cream on taco night, and just anywhere you would use normal paprika or peppers or chilies or spice, you can use smoked paprika powder. So that's just my introduction to the 4+1 types of chilies that I always keep on hand in my kitchen. Let me know if you have any comments or any questions by leaving them below in the comment section, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.